Captain Kidd's treasure. It was 1695. Englishman William Kidd was hired by private British investors to captain the ship Adventure Galley in pursuit of notorious pirates. When Captain Kidd failed to find any such pirates, he became one himself, turning his crew into a vicious force along the African coast for the next 3 years. However, the Adventure Galley was run aground, and Captain Kidd was deserted by his own crew. Soon after, he was found, arrested, and executed for piracy. Rumors swirled of untold treasures left behind by the pirate hunter turned pirate, and the search began for the now sunken Adventure Galley and Kidd's vast hoard of plundered silver and gold. In 2015, researchers claimed to have found a silver bar near the site of the Adventure Galley's wreck, but that was later revealed to have been a false claim. Treasure seekers continue to hunt for the lost riches of Captain Kidd's treasure. The riches of Victorio Peak. In the center of a small, dry lake in a remote section of the New Mexico desert, a formation known as Victorio Peak stands tall against the sky. Located in Donna Ana County within the area known as White Sands Missile Range, Victoria Peak is a place of great significance to the Apache peoples of the area, a storied hideout for its namesake, Apache Chief Victorio. During the late 19th century, the rocky outcropping is the source of countless legends and stories. The most famous of these is that of Victoria's treasure. The rumors of plentiful gold and jewels can be traced back to a man named Milton Ernest Doc Noss, who explored the area during the 1930s. After he returned to civilization, Noss told fabulous tales about hidden caverns, chambers within the peak, full of riches, and apparently brought much of it with him as proof. Still many dispute the truth of Noss's claims, and others wonder how such a fortune might have arrived in the remote Victoria Peak in the first place. Treasure of the Little Bighorn. All across the United States, there exist legends, lost fortunes. Among these tales, however, is one particular, known as the Lost Treasure of Little Bighorn. The story goes that following the defeat and death of General Custer and his men in 1876, a steamboat captain by the name of Grant Marsh was sailing along the Little Bighorn River with an enormous load of supplies and, more importantly, Custer's gold. With Custer's defeat, however, many say Captain Marsh saw an opportunity to take the supplies intended for the general for himself. When Marsh came to port at the destination, no trace of such treasure could be found, while some dispute whether Marsh's vessels ever carried the riches at all. Others insist that he took it for himself, burying it in an unknown location near the river banks. Today, many still debate the question, but no evidence has ever been found of the Little Bighorn's treasure. The Lost Templar Treasure. The Christian Knights Templar are one of the most legendary and storied organizations in history, known primarily for their battles throughout the Crusades, in which Christian forces struggled for control and dominance of holy sites throughout the Middle East. After the Holy Land was lost to Muslim forces in 1291, support for the Templars quickly soured, and the organization soon began to lose much of its prestige. Holders of fortunes largely gained through looting and conquest, the Templars were known to possess a vast amount of wealth both as individuals and as an organization. After their fall, however, much of this wealth vanished, either swept away into private holdings or hidden from governments who hoped to take it. Though some portions of the Templar treasure has been recovered in 8 centuries since the order began its decline, the vast majority has never been found, and may indeed still be hidden in unknown places. Montezuma's treasure. Montezuma was the last true independent ruler of the Aztec Empire, which ended due to the Spanish invasion of the early 1500s. When the Spanish arrived at the Aztec capital, Tenochtitlan, they imprisoned Montezuma and ran amok in the city, collecting whatever valuables they could, including Montezuma's prized possessions. Afraid for their lives and their homes, the Aztecs rose up and rebelled against the Spaniards, who were forced to flee the area. According to legend, during the hurried attempts to escape with their lives, the Spaniards were forced to dump all the valuables they had stolen into Lake Texcoco. To this day, Montezuma's treasures has not been recovered. Many have searched the lake, and the president of Mexico even ordered the lake to be dredged to search for it, but nothing was found, and many believe the story to be mere folklore.